but I'll mainly be kind of hitting towards the last week's NFC and AFC conference championship games. So, where to start? This this past weekend was it was a pretty good weekend for football in one conference. I want to say the AFC really didn't have that good of a game, but the NFC really showed out. Had a spectacular conference championship game, and I want to start there first and talk about that, where the Seattle Seahawks hosted the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game to see who was the representative in this year's Super Bowl. And it ended up, it was a great game. Everybody really thought by third quarter, I want to say by the end of the third quarter, everybody thought Green Bay had punched their ticket to the Super Bowl. And, it's pretty much written in stone. And the heart and determination that the Seattle Seahawks showed was just, oh man, it was almost, what's the word I'm looking for? It was just, man, I can't think of the word that I want to use here. Inspiring. It was so inspiring for a lot of people that was watching the game, because I even thought, I'm like, damn, Seahawks. I mean, y'all played a nice one. I would have liked to see y'all. I picked y'all. I'd like to see y'all, defend y'all Super Bowl title. But, Green Bay just got our number today. And there's so much heart, man. Russell Wilson, rough day for him. He showed us emotion on his sleeve like crazy after the game. Was crying like a baby in the interview. And rightfully so, because, the kid could have given up. He threw 4 interceptions, and for someone like Russell Wilson, who had the success that he's had since he's been in the NFL since his rookie year, I think was it his rookie year? No. I think since his second year in the league, they won the Super Bowl, I think. Last year was his second year. I want to say that. But he's only been in the NFL a short while. He's had just massive success. Super Bowl title, very efficient, not known for his mistakes at all. And those 4 interceptions in this game. He threw a crucial one in the fourth quarter with not too much time left. I think it was about a good 5 minutes left. He threw his 4th interception, and everybody just thought it was over. Green Bay just thought it was over because the guy who intercepted the ball and got down, so he wouldn't get tackled or risk giving the ball back at that moment. But it could have been easy for him to fold like a piece of paper and just be like, man, it's over. I screwed it up. I lost it for everybody. And just blame yourself for everything. But as you can see, you saw, if you guys were paying attention, saw Marshawn Lynch, was talking to him throughout the whole thing. Richard Sherman gathered the troops and was talking to them, man, and they just really motivated each other and really pulled each other up out of there. Almost like they were getting buried alive, man, and they just pretty much stuck together, knew they had each other's backs, man, and just willed each other like none other. If you guys watching the game, Green Bay made some critical mistakes I thought they made. Of course, the onside kick botch by the backup tight end. I think his name is Bostic. I'm not sure. I think his name is Bostic. He's really supposed to be blocking, but it's almost instinct when I looked at that a couple times on tape, and it's almost instinct when the ball is coming to you. You kind of forget what you're supposed to do and do the complete opposite and your reflexes just kind of, react to what's going on. And he reacted to the ball, and the ball bounced right off his chest, out of his hands, and Seahawks grabbed it and scored right after that. Took the lead. I think they took the lead, 20 to 19, something like that. Then they hit the 2-point conversion, which made it 22-19. Green Bay went down, tied it up on field goal. So they go into overtime. So Seahawks get the ball first. And, of course, everybody is looking at Russell Wilson like, okay, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what this kid going to do or whatever, because they had pretty much been riding Marshawn Lynch for the comeback. Marshawn Lynch pretty much brought him back for the comeback. And it pretty much opened up the passing game for Russell Wilson in overtime, ironically. And he ended up completing all 3 of his passes. One of them was for the game winning touchdown. And like I said, man, that was just so inspiring to a lot of young athletes as well, that you never give up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of adversity was in Russell's way, the Seahawks' way, and those guys just banded together and just came out with a clean victory. And I would really like to hear you guys call in, man, and talk to me about how that game made you guys feel, because I felt it. I felt where they coming from. I've been down. A lot of us been down in life. We've played sports before and been down and wanted to just throw the towel in. The other teams just seem to be so good or just have our number. And, this is what happens when you stick together, man, and you believe and you just, you pretty much just believe that you can win, man, and just will yourself. Just will yourself. You never really know what you have deep down inside, man, until you bring it out. And the Seahawks brought it out, man. It was a great win on their way to the Super Bowl, which they're going to be the first team to defend their title in a while. I think since the Patriots back in the day. I can't remember the exact year. I know I'm going to get cut off that. But I can't remember the exact year that the Patriots went back-to-back Super Bowls. They ended up losing one. But, they get a chance. The Seahawks get a chance to defend their Super Bowl crown. And they are going to be a little banged up. Earl Thomas was banged up, their strong safety. And Richard Sherman, their number one corner, he got banged up a little bit. The elbow got jacked up. But both guys said, hey, we were ready to play. You know what I'm saying? This is what you play for. This is what they get paid for. So they're gonna go at it. They ain't a regular season game, the Super Bowl. You gotta go out there in the wheelchair. That's what they do. That's what these guys they do for a Super Bowl victory. But that brings me to the second game that happened on Sunday, the AFC Championship game, which featured the New England Patriots hosting the Indianapolis Colts. Now, afterwards, this game brought a lot of scrutiny to it because of what the Patriots were alleged of doing at the time, and then found out to have been doing. But I'll talk about that in a second. But the Patriots were just focused in this game. This really wasn't much of a game. I thought it was going to be a little bit of a game when Tom threw an earlier interception. I think like in the late in the first quarter or the second quarter, he threw an interception. And the Colts were only down like a touchdown, I think, at the time. And I thought it was going to be a pretty good game. I'm like, okay, here we go. About to be a good game. Let's go. So, and I think I did something because I missed the second quarter, the rest of the second quarter, and the third quarter, and I caught the fourth. And when I came in on the fourth quarter, the Patriots just stomping them, and I said, "Wow!" And I had to go back and look at the tape of it or whatever, and the coach just couldn't stop the run. The Patriots just ran it down their throat like they did earlier in the season. They ran for over like 200 something yards on them, and this time they pretty much did the same damn thing. They just took LeGarrette Blount, just ran them down their throat. Last time it was Jonas Gray who ran down their throats. Now it was LeGarrette Blount that ran down their throats, and the Patriots defense was just lights out. So, I mean, it's not too much to say about the game. Just the fact that the Patriots were just light years ahead of Indianapolis. Indianapolis just wasn't ready. I think they were ready to beat Denver. Denver was kind of beat up, and quarterback kind of jacked up and whatever. But Patriots on another level. Tom Brady is playing at a peak right now for him to be an older quarterback. Tom Brady is playing at a peak right now. The defense is one of the best defense they've had in years since their Super Bowl years. And you know what? I'm sorry I got distracted for a minute because we're about to have a guest. Jabari is playing. Jabari not a regular host on the show, but he usually comes in and talks with us. So he'll be in shortly. But excuse me. But yeah, it just seemed like the Patriots is just on their game this time around and just ready to go back to a Super Bowl. They were denied some years before. It was last 2 years, Baltimore and Denver. Patriots have been right in the AFC Championship games. They just couldn't do anything, And now they're back. So that brings us to Super Bowl 49, which will feature the Seahawks and the Patriots, which is going to be an intriguing matchup. Pretty interesting matchup between those two. The Seahawks with their hard-nosed kind of defense against that offense of the Patriots that can kind of confuse you a little bit with how they line up in different formations or whatever. And the Patriots defense against that running game of the Seahawks, it's going to be interesting to see if they can stop the run, and plus see if the Patriots will probably run on them. So, everybody, we have Jabari.
How you doing today?
Here with us. What's up, Jabari? You all right?
Yes, sir.
I thought you was tired, man.
Man, I got to watch Snoop Dogg on ESPN and woke up. He said some stuff I wanted to hear.
Oh, okay. Well, you called me in to tell me. I was talking about I just finished talking about the AFC Championship game, and I was kind of previewing the Super Bowl a little bit because we're gonna do a Super Bowl show next week. So I was just actually previewing a little bit of the Super Bowl, talking about the running game of the Seahawks against that Patriots defense. Would they be able to? I'm kind of. That's one of the most. That's actually one of the intriguing methods that I want to see.
Beast mode.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll be able to slow him down like that. I think the Seahawks gonna kind of get what they want out of the run game in the Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't think they gonna. I don't think the Patriots defense is gonna be able to slow him down.
I'm about to tell you this. Back in the mid '90s, there was a guy by the name of Terrell Owens. I mean, people probably gonna say I'm going out the way comparing this guy to him, but he played in the, if I'm correct, the AFC was that the AFC Championship game when they played Green Bay? He dropped everything.
NFC Championship game.
I'm sorry, the NFC Championship game when he dropped everything and caught that game winner.
Yeah.
I swear that's what Curse reminded me of for Seattle. He dropped everything that game. He couldn't catch a cold, but he caught that one that mattered. And I think that kind of confidence is going to be, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be something that's going to emerge from that. I think he's going to go out there a monster. I actually think the passing game is going to beat New England.
Because
they're going to be so focused on beast mode. Yeah, they're going to be so focused on beast mode, it's going to be whole in the passing game. And Russell Wilson is going to stretch the play.
I don't know, though, because the Patriots got a pretty damn good secondary. I don't think they're going to – I really don't think they're going to bring their safeties up because they have – their front seven is pretty damn good.
If you don't, game over.
Well, if you don't bring the safeties up?
Yeah, if you don't bring safety up, game over. Beast mode runs on with 8 or 9 in the box.
I don't know, man. I mean, you still got a big pork-chop eating dude in the middle, man, Vince Wilfork. I mean, I don't know.
Nobody gives Seattle offensive line any credit, dude. That is a good offensive line, man. That is probably one of the best, and it's the most underrated O-line in the league.
Yeah, they probably top 5 in the league. I mean, Marshawn.
I'm about to tell you,
really don't need.
If I'm, you know, I coach O-lines, right? So if I'm like about to game plan, I'm going to look at that Baltimore game because Baltimore shredded them on the ground. Shredded them. What did they do? What did they do to take Vince Wilfork out the play? Oh, they
ran away from him.
They cut blocked.
I mean, they cut blocked him, but most of the time they running on top.
You go back and look at the game. The backside guard crossed into Wilfork's face and cut him every play. He's a big guy, man. He's not getting up for no cut.
Right.
If that dude get up from a cut, I'm sorry. So we're going to cut him. We cut him and take him out to play, we can run the ball. And I'm running that stretch play with beast mode. I'm running that stretch play.
I think they're gonna run him on tackle a lot in the Super Bowl.
I'm doing it. Chandler Jones don't stop the run. He's a pass rusher. If they don't bring the safety up in the box, game over.
Yeah,
that's just me. That's just me because I'm an O-line coach. And if I got beast mode, what can I do so we can dominate? I'm going to go back and look at that game. I'm going to look at what the Baltimore Ravens offensive line did. And actually, I think they the best offensive line in the league. Everybody gives Dallas their credit. No, the Baltimore Ravens has the best offensive line in the league by far. They're physical and they're all maulers. I love maulers. I like cats who just come off the line and go get somebody. And that's what Seattle has to do to beat New England. They got to come off the line and go get them. and cut Vince Wilfork, because ain't no big 360-pound cat about to get up after no cut. He's done.
Right.
I shouldn't be talking so much because Bill Belichick might be listening. Like, oh yeah, he got a point there. You know, I'm going to see all this.
Don't start that shit. Yeah. But I think, well, you're saying though, you think that it's going to be the most intriguing matchup in the Super Bowl to you. It's going to be the Seahawks passing game against the defense of the Patriots.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because Belichick's going to bring safety. I'm stopping Beast Mode. I don't think the passing game can beat me. So I'm gonna be a little cocky because I'm Bill Belichick. I'm gonna bring my safety up. Like we've seen it before, you know that, right? But we didn't see it in the NFL game when we went to the state championship, Cavs versus the Catholic Central. And you remember the Catholic Central coach was bringing the safeties up because of Mike Weber.
Mike Weber, right?
I think that was his sophomore year, or was that his junior year? It was sophomore year.
That was his sophomore year.
Yeah. So his sophomore year, they was bringing him up because of Mike Weber. And you remember, as soon as he did it, it was a play action. They threw the deep ball to who? Jordan Lewis. One-on-one. I believe in Darrell Reeves. They're going to put him on Baldwin. But I think Kurt can beat that other guy, McCourty. I'm sorry. McCourty can be beat. Or Browner. Browner can be beat. He can't check little receivers. Plus, he's a slave for Pete Carroll. So Pete Carroll knows all his flaws.
Yeah.
This is a bad matchup for New England. I think it is. Just like it was for Denver last year.
You know what? I think it is too. And I mean, I'm a Patriots fan, but I think that this is going to be a rough matchup for them, man. Because they got a nice pass rush. They're going to get after Brady. That secondary is pretty good, and they hit hard as hell, man. And I don't think New England's receivers are that used to getting hit like that. I mean, the only hits that they probably kind of withstood was the Ravens, but these Seahawks on another dimension, man. They hit like animals, you know. And
I'm about to
go ahead.
I'm gonna mention this one name. Every New England Patriots fan hates this guy because this guy, this is all he did. He came and hit. Bernard Pollard. Everybody knows Bernard Pollard. You remember the little linguini legs he gave Stephen Ridley?
Yeah.
Cam Chancellor hits as hard as Bernard Pollard, but he has more athletic ability in covering the field. That makes him way more dangerous than what Bernard Pollard was.
Right.
And then, I mean, this is going to be the only flaw. This might help the New England Patriots. Is Richard Sherman going to be 100% because he pulled that hammy?
Yeah, he hurt the shoulder too.
That was the shoulder? I thought he pulled up on the hammy.
Yeah. Him and Earl Thomas hurt their shoulders. Yeah.
Oh, I keep forgetting about Earl.
Yeah. So
I keep forgetting about Earl.
This is, like I said, the game against the Colts that New England played really didn't scare me like the Baltimore game did the week prior. And the Baltimore game doesn't scare me as much as this game does. You know what I'm saying? And this is for all the marbles, you know. And it just seems like Seattle is at home in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like they belong there almost. And just with the way their style of play, man, they're so physical and just, you know what I'm saying, just kind of get up in your face, man, and just get it going. The Patriots got to have a hell of a game plan because I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna examine everything the rest of this week, and then leading into next week's Super Bowl show. But right now, man, I'm kind of leaning towards the Seattle Seahawks take the Super Bowl, go back to back. I really am.
I said something to you earlier this week, man. If Seattle, because this is a young defense, the defense is still young. They all of them like mid-20s. If they keep this team together, you might see what the Pittsburgh Steelers had in the 70s.
Yeah, you did say that.
This is a young,
they won, four Super Bowls that decade?
Yeah, four Super Bowls, but they dominated the whole 10 years. Though. Even if they didn't win a Super Bowl, they was in the picture.
Right.
And I think you might be looking at it.
New England been like that though.
Yeah, but
New England been like that.
Defenses he had when he won it though. When he won it, them was like some of the best defenses that the league has ever seen. With the
what was their last Super Bowl?
They weren't giving them shit. Huh?
What was their last Super Bowl?
Mark Vrabel?
Was it
huh?
I said, what was the Patriots' last Super Bowl? Was it 2008?
Was it 08? I'm not sure.
I think it was.
About like 06.
I'm about to look that up.
07. You know, I don't follow the Patriots. They got too many gates. They got too many gates for me. Spy gate, deflate gate. So, you know, I can't follow him, man. Right. I can't believe Tom Brady's a part of that, and he's a Michigan, man. That hurt my feelings, man.
Well, here we go. That was a segue. Good segue, Jabari.
I just want somebody to explain it to me. I mean, it didn't matter.
Hold on. We about to talk about it. All right. Now, you guys don't know. You probably do know by now because it's been all over Facebook, Twitter, ESPN, everywhere. Bleacherz Report, all that. After the game, I think like the next day, that Monday, they reported that they wanted the refs were saying they wanted the NFL to do an investigation on the Patriots because the football that they were using didn't seem to be up to par as far as air in the football. So the NFL did an investigation. After the investigation, they found out that 11 of the 12 footballs that the New England Patriots used were underinflated by 2 pounds. So that's brought a lot of scrutiny. They've been talking all day about it pretty much. What should be the penalty? What should Roger Goodell do or whatever? And you got to think about what Goodell didn't have to deal with from, the middle of last year all the way into, this, and then here we go. And then, Patriots got a track record with the Spygate and all that other stuff. Even, with the Ravens game a couple weeks ago, they were saying they wasn't reporting ineligible receivers and all this crap. So, deflated football. Jabari, I really don't. I don't know. I don't. I mean, I'm a Patriots fan, but I'm always impartial when it comes to, breaking this stuff down. I'm not biased at all. I do think it's a black eye on the organization, which it should be. You should know the proper, inflation that your boss should have or whatever that you're going to use. But I also got to look at the referees because we talked about it earlier, Jabari. Also got to look at the refs. They touch the ball up down there pretty much every play. And I don't know, man. And plus, would it have made a difference? Like, what is really the advantage that I should say the disadvantage the coach were in, like, because they had to play offense too. So like, what was really the disadvantage?
See, I can only go off my issue here. This is my issue. It's a disadvantage. Don't get me wrong. The Colts lost that fucking game. They weren't going to win that game at all. The Colts weren't going to win that game at all. But my thing was, it's a disadvantage. Because it's so much, it helps your team so much when it's rain. It was just, if they would have did it on a dry game, people probably like, okay, I don't know. But they did it on a rain game where possession is king to winning the game. You can, with a fully inflated ball, you know what I'm saying, big backs tend to fumble. So we all know who their big backs is. And LeGarrette Blount will every once in a while drop it on the ground. So inflated ball pretty much helps them keep the ball. And if you look at their game plan going into the game was, we about to pound this, we gonna pound the ball. So it just seemed like, okay, we know we're gonna pound the ball. We don't want to drop it on the ground because it's raining. The ball got deflated. Like on my status, one of the guys I coach would say, Jay, he's a New England Patriots fan too. Jay, the refs check the ball. It was games last year where they was ruling out some of our balls. Like, ain't enough air in here, y'all can use these two. So okay, we like, okay. But this is the thing. They check it before the game. If they're inflated before the game, then it's a go for the ball. But they don't come back and check them during the game.
That's understandable, but I'm saying the refs still touch the ball.
Right, but they doing so much. They got so much stuff to watch, and they not paying attention to that ball. See, the refs want to caught it.
Because I don't buy that because listen, they caught it. I was reading an article on it. They caught it, but they caught it mainly like after this first quarter. It was like after the first or second quarter. That's when they caught it, and then the Patriots started using, I guess, that 12th ball, the one that had a substantial amount of airing. So we're talking about the first part. They didn't use the deflated balls the whole game. It was first to second quarter. They got caught.
When did he throw the pick to 12? When did he throw the pick to 12 Jackson?
I was in probably the end of the first quarter to second quarter.
That's when they found out. Because the 12 got the pitch, took it to the sideline and said the ball feel funny. So everybody on the sideline touching the ball.
Do you know what the score was? The score at halftime was 17-7.
I'm saying this. It's not. This is my thing. How long have they been doing it and didn't nobody peep it?
Look. I told you earlier. Right. I told you this earlier. That assistant coaches, even some players was coming out and saying, even Aaron Rodgers was saying he likes an overinflated football because of his hands, how big his hands is, and it gives him a better grip on the ball. So the ball is actually harder than what it's supposed to be when Aaron Rodgers is playing.
Because
that's how he likes to play with. That's how he likes how the football feels in the hand when he's throwing it or whatever, and how he grips it. Now with the Patriots or whatever, like I said, everybody like the assistants was coming out and saying that the deflated footballs or whatever, it's a commonplace in the league. They were saying that everybody do it pretty much. They usually do it they usually put it to the liking of the quarterback. So I don't know. I don't really think they try to make a big deal out of nothing, man. I think
listen. For one, they already got a dark cloud on them for 5 games. Then you came and did the play game. However they want to look at it, dog, it's a bad look for you. Even if they didn't need to do it for the coach. Why?
I mean, listen though. The Spygate thing is totally understandable. You can kind of gain. Well, there ain't no kind of. You can gain an advantage, a big ass advantage, by doing something like that, because your game plan is a little bit different, man. game planted, you know what I'm saying, to a T, because it's just one game and it's for all the marbles. So if you get everybody's shit, you know what I'm saying, kind of go through everybody's stuff, whatever, what they practice, hey, you know what I'm saying, like just, you bound to win, which they did against the Rams that year. But my thing is, with this, it was like a quarter and a half. And like I said, it was just an underinflated football. You know what I'm saying? It probably was to the liking of how Tom Brady likes to throw the ball, or what he used to throw the ball. Nobody, like I said, Aaron Rodgers came right out and said, I don't see what the big deal is. I like an overinflated football. So why nobody say anything about Aaron Rodgers when it's overinflated? So my thing is, I think it's all about reputation, Jabari. I think it's all about reputation. That's why the Patriots getting thrown to the wolves like this. And they earned that reputation. It's their fault. They deserve it. They deserve it. Yeah, they deserve it. It's their fault for that. You know what I'm saying? I think this is and I also think it's because of Belichick's attitude too. You know what I'm saying? Belichick gonna end up getting suspended for the year or something, man. He gonna end up getting popped. Like,
I'm gonna tell you this, right? One was the first red flag was the shit he pulled against the Baltimore Ravens. People was upset about that. They felt like he used the system to his advantage. Don't get me wrong, it was genius. That was coaching genius. I hated the move, but it was coaching genius. He slowed up a pass rush. People was upset because you got to know the rule book. You got to know the rule book. I'm sorry, you got to know the rule book. And people was upset by that. And then he came back with the play game. They couldn't get him for what he did against the Baltimore Ravens, but they can get him for this. They can get on them for this. You know, you see it now.
Yeah.
So what he did against Baltimore, they couldn't really get him. Like, oh my God, he got away. Ain't nothing we can do. So as soon as the deflated balls came, oh yeah, we about to get them for some draft picks. They put themselves in that predicament.
You say what?
They put themselves in that predicament.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, they did. Like I said, this is about reputation. Because just some underinflated footballs, man, there's a reason they probably could have won or whatever, man. I feel like that's bull crap. But when you look at it, all in all, it's starting to look like they're cheaters. You know what I'm saying? And they are, especially not only the fact that let's even just throw Spygate out of it. Let's kind of throw Spygate to the side. Let's kind of put Deflategate to the side a little bit. Okay? Just look at it. They've been dominant in the AFC, not just winning their division, but going to Super Bowls and AFC championship games year after year after year after year. They done been to the playoffs like about 12 straight years, and they done had about 8, 9 straight 12-win seasons. I mean, come on, man. The other owners gonna fucking hate you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna hate the Kraft or Belichick and Brady and all of them. So they looking for some shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these motherfuckers out of here. Let's, break this shit up. They, you know what I'm saying? It's too much. Shit, it can't none of us get no movement in the conference or in the division, man, because these niggas, they winning everything. So when you put that real life element in there, and then you bring back Spygate, now you bring in Deflategate, it makes the Patriots just look like a bunch of just straight up villains. You know what I'm saying?
They are. They are the villains of football.
So, like you were saying, Jamar, they did it to themselves, and they have nobody to blame but them. That's it. Patriots.
Nobody.
That's the only ones they can blame is themselves.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So this one here, they just gonna have to eat it. There's nothing else you can do. Like I said, everybody else probably could use the balls or whatever. Like they were saying, it's a commonplace in the league. Everybody do that bullshit. Or like Aaron Rodgers said, I use the overinflated one. But it's the Patriots. So when they get caught with some shit, it's like, y'all been cheating. Have y'all been doing this shit for 13 years? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it's a track record, man. I don't know.
But,
yeah, it's a track record.
Yeah, they track record. I mean, shit, ain't nothing they can do. That's just niggas is stuck.
Yeah, they gonna end up losing some draft picks over this, man. They're gonna losing some draft picks.
Yeah.
Whatever. Hey. But
glad I checked my fantasy team.
What you say?
I'm glad I checked my fantasy team. Jeez.
Oh, you talking about basketball? Yeah. You know, when the show was about to start, man, I was like, damn, I ain't even do my team. And and I ended up changing my team like right in time.
Yeah, I mean, it don't really matter for you.
Why?
Sure,
I'm third in my conference, man. I'm third in my conference.
So you're tied. You're tied for third. You're tied 3-5. I mean, right now we're not shooting at the same basketball rim. So
I got the same team, same kind of team you had last year, man. My team is based on the hand and drop this year.
You get in the playoffs.
Oh, I get in the playoffs. I'm up the creek.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. My team's just real deep right now. I'm just happy with my team.
Hey, Jabari, we not about to do this, man. Not on the show. We ain't about to. This ain't about to be.
The sport of Philly.
Oh no, this ain't about to be. I'll tell Hugh to cut you off.
It's bigger than what it is. We should promote fantasy basketball, dude.
You don't even have the best record in the league, man.
Listen, I'm one game out of the best record in the league. One game. And I'm playing one of them cats this week. And I'm a popping too. I'm 6-2. You know what I'm saying? One of them lost I shouldn't have touched. But it was some trade bait in free agency I had to pick up.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, like I said, Super Bowl set. It's what, a week? Yeah, week from this Sunday. And we're doing a whole Super Bowl show next week. We're gonna try our best to kidnap Jabari and make him join the show next week with Hugh and myself. But Hugh will be back here next week, so we can give you guys our picks and our analysis of the. Dang, I messed up.
We gonna broadcast during the game?
No. What are you talking about?
Work, man.
Not Wednesday.
Oh, you said Wednesday.
So we got a show Wednesday and Sunday. And Sunday we'll be able to watch it because we working that morning.
Oh, okay.
The union sweet, dog. They haven't already hooked us up.
Sweet.
You know what I'm saying?
If you don't
like
what's
to the big
state, you need to get one. UAW
what you say?
for life. If you don't have a union in your state, you need to get one. UAW, baby.
To the big three, the Super Bowl is like a holiday.
Yes. Yeah, because they don't want everybody to show up to work drunk.
Yeah, that's one. That's for one reason. That's for two. People be bringing TVs and work. Like, Super Bowl is a big thing, dog. Like, it's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna talk to you guys next week. Bring you the Super Bowl show, Super Bowl special next week, and also we're gonna be talking about should the Super Bowl be passed as a national holiday. I think it should. If you got shit like Sweetie's Day and Valentine's Day as holidays, and like what? And it's another. What's another one? Fucking Groundhog Day. Like, and the Super Bowl can't be a holiday. You know what I'm saying, man? You got a April Fool's Day, a whole day given to jokes and practical jokes and stuff. And the Super Bowl, which makes damn near the most money. Man, please. But thanks for joining me this week, boy. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
You ain't pissed me off this week, so you welcome. You welcome next week. You usually piss me off. You probably gonna do it Friday or something. Or if you come on the show next week, you probably gonna piss me off. Or you gonna say something stupid. But I want to thank you guys for listening today. Like I said, Hugh will be back next week along with myself, and hopefully we'll have Jabari on the show as well. Like I said, Super Bowl show next week. We'll have some good topics for you guys. A little bit of, Super Bowl reminiscing. A little bit, man. It's gonna be a nice, fun show. So make sure you guys tune in next week, next Wednesday, 7 p.m. and we're gonna do the full 2 hours. So on behalf of Jabari and myself, and I know Hugh and our producer Quincy, Q, I should say Q. I don't call him Quincy. He probably don't want nobody to know his real name. But our producer Q, we want to wish y'all a happy rest of the night and rest of the week, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Peace.